Hi and welcome again with our fifth video of ASP.NET Core API with Flutter. Firstly, I want to give small review about what we have done in the previous videos. So in the previous video, or till fourth one, we have designed our ASP Core API, everything in the back end, and we have used in-memory database. That's, as I said, it's back to you. You can use whatever you want, but I just as easy option to use. So we have done this the first part. So today we are going to start with the Flutter, the front end. We'll create a new Flutter application. We'll use I want to try to do something clean code. I don't want to put everything in one class. So I'll just try to split my code, create my models, my APIs alone, how to connect the get or set get or post anything. I will try to use something they call API class. I'll just try to make it clean and then this more understandable code. So we finish this this code in the bag and everything's in a SQL. And today we'll start with the Flutter. So we have talked everything about these things, but we talk about this one. We create our repository and our models and our services. So in the Flutter front end, we'll recreate again the models. It will be, I think, a bit complicated because we'll send and receive JSON, and we'll try to focus on these things. And all these videos, it's about how to connect your ASP Core API with the Flutter. So the connection between them, it's or the data between them, it's JSON. So our course will focus on this one. It will not focus about on the animations or on other things. So our focus will be on the how to connect or how to send data, how to fetch the data. It will be our course like this. I'll try to use the easiest way to do these things. As I mentioned, we'll try to do it with a clean code and to be understandable for everyone. Let me just show you small things in the Visual Studio here about our project. I have made small enhancement here. As you see, I add Pojo class just to show me the ID of what I have done and how many rows affected and the flag it's edited or no message. I will show you what mean exactly this one, but I didn't mention this one in the previous videos because I put a few things or enhancement on this code. Yeah, same here. Let's suppose I just want to show you small things. Where is it here? This one's very easy. If you want to post data, this we talk about it. We receive all data from body. So if it's null, we'll send bad request or we'll save it. This everything we have it in our repositories. So like just me, I don't want to run this one because I have published it on my local IIS. So I will go to Postman straight away. So I have put my IB, my IB and the API and the controller I want. It's student. So if I try to get anything, like I think I have nothing here now. It will show you just the brackets. It's empty. It's nothing here now. We don't have nothing. So if I back here, I say I want to send this one. This depends on my models. This should 100% be exactly the same there. ID, I don't have ID because it's just add. When you add, it will be auto incremented from the database. I don't need ID. That will be useful when we need to update. So when I need to update, I need to send ID. Sorry. So when you have ID, that's mean updating. So if I say here, I wrote these things. It will be JSON. I say send. So here, let me grab this one. Yeah. So this is the Pojo class here, as I show you before. So they will return the ID of the person I add and the number of rows affected because it's 0, 1, and added or not will say true or false, and what happened there, it has been edited. So let me change this one too. Gender, I can put gender, it will be here numeric, let's say male, female, and you can put something unknown, anything you want. So let's send again this one, same, they will send your ID is number 2 and now the number of the affected rows, and has been and true. So if you're back here now to add, just write the same, this is the benefit of how to organize your code and make it clean code. Same link, you can say just get and fetch the data. They say to you, this is what you have in your database. So now our job, or our main focus today, is to create a Flutter app to add, or let's say to fetch all this data and display it on list. We can add, we can edit, we can update, and we can delete. So that's what we'll do it in the front, or in Flutter exactly. So first things is, before we start, I mentioned in the first video, you need to install Flutter, and you can use any editor you like. My favorite one is I'm using Visual Studio Code. I found it lighter and easier. Not easier, it's lighter than Android Studio. What's happening here? Okay, no problem. We'll create new. So we need to create now a new project. It's updating. Oh, just give me a second. So now I need to create a new project. I can't use anything here because Windows updating the bug. So what I will do, I will go to my folder. I can just press Shift, right click, go to my PowerShell. I can write code period enter. It will open for me Visual Studio Code. So now here, first things I can do, what I can do, I just need to create a Flutter application. Okay, let's choose Flutter. So just give name here, what, let's suppose, let's call it student. It could be student underscore app. Okay, where I wanna save it, let's go to C drive. I have something about the Flutter here. Let's say select this folder. So we'll create everything and we'll put it here. It will take time to create this project, just in the beginning only like this. Oh, how many here? Okay, taking time. So first things first, we need to delete this one. Come on, still creating the project, need time. Yeah, because I have something in the working in the back, or the update working, so I can't do nothing. Still a bit lazy here. That's nice. So this is the default file, or the default widget from or the default UI from Flutter. Actually, it's not too many things here, but it's very useful. I will not talk much about it. As I said to you, the main focus will be just how to create, or how to connect to your API, and how to work with your API. So here they have a small application. Just let me I can run it for you now. I will remove all the comment just to show you everything, just to make you confusing like this. Just small application here, just they show you how Flutter is nice and how Flutter is good. Okay, I'll save this one like this. So how to run it on this bug? You need to press this cog here, and after that run. So you can run it in emulator, or you can run it on if you have connect to your mobile, you can run it. It's similar to Android Studio. It's nothing different there. It's working, but I don't know this what's happening here. It takes time first time only. I don't know why this has this is the emulator, my pin code. So just we need to wait till this one will be resolving everything, and they will install the app here. That's just first time it will be a bit easy, lazy, let's say. After that will be better, and the nice thing is if you update anything in code straight away, will be updated in the UIs. So this is the demo app from Flutter. So what this code in the back do, if you press on this floating button here, so just it will increase the number here. So just easy and simple things they put it to show the people what is a Flutter exactly. So I don't want to talk about these things. I don't have that time to talk about them all. So it's simple. Anyone can understand what the main do. So they will call the my app. My app is stateless widget. So this stateless widget to build the widget here. After that, they will call again the home page. This is your stateful widget here. So they pass the title from the previous stateless widget, and this inside one here we have the increment the encounter method. We have something here we call it state. State or state will use it. This will be, and it's useful, and we'll use it too many places. And why? Because when we do any action on this variable here, it will be increased always, because we declare it here. If any other place we call it to increase it, just to refresh it or to say this your new let's say your new value. So this just to always refresh the counter. So here what we have the let's call it the main body of our method. We have the scaffold to wrap everything here. We have the up bar. In the center we'll put we can put column, and we'll see everything's what's mean. That's exactly, and I think you should have a bit things about it, or read something about it before you start this video, because it's, if we talk about everything, it will lose too much time on these things. So what I want to do, I want to start straight away building my models, and start doing the code for fetching, or let's say first one will be to fetch the data and build our APIs here, or the calling how to call our APIs from here. So first things here, I want to go to lib is the main folder for all my codes here will be. I want to create here folder. I'll call it models. So in this models, I want to create something. I will call it student.dart file. Why this file? This file I want to put all my models. It will be something exactly same what I have here on my Visual Studio, because I want to before I want to send my data, I want to wrap it in this student let's say model, and send it to my database or to my API ASP API as a JSON. So let's say again here, right click, I want to say new file. I will call it student. Why? The extension will be Dart. Why like this? Okay. So student.dart. So here we'll build, first thing we'll build something called class student. First things is we need our ID to be int. Second things we need string. Let's call it first name. So here what I want to do, is exactly same what we have done there. Let's say in general we're gonna build the setter and getter, and we'll build something more. I want to show you after what that things. It will be the how to get the data from JSON and convert it as to object to send it to our code, Flutter code, and how to send it from our UIs. Let's say wrap our code and convert it to JSON and send it to the API. So this one will be two methods here, from JSON and to JSON, let's suppose. I will show you how to do them in the, maybe in the, I'll try. This video will be a bit long, but we'll try to finish it as much as we can. Last name. So we have something, I think we have I think int underscore gender. Okay, so here I need to put my constructor for this one. It will be this dot underscore first name. So here we have two constructor, one with the ID and the second one, or this first one will be without ID, and the second one will be with ID. Why? Because sometimes I send add without ID, update I send it with ID, or I want to delete something, I want to send the ID with the data. So this is why we are doing two constructor. So the second constructor will be same student, but I call it here with ID. Okay, this will be exactly similar to the first one, but I'll put the ID with it. I think we can copy this one here too to make it easy and fast. That's great. So here now, building the setter and getter, it's not similar to .NET. Just write the property set get. So we need to write everything here. Let's suppose I want to do the getter. It will be like this: ID. We'll use lambda. Let's say underscore ID. String. I'm gonna do the first name. Underscore first name, string get, we'll do a last name, underscore last name, great, last name, and we'll have the last one is the integer for the gender, underscore gender. So that's our getters. Now let's go to the setters. So set, this we are writing Dart here. Let my last should be first. Why? First name. So the first name, what we'll receive a string. Let's call it new. Sorry, let's start with small letter. New first name. Okay. So in this first name, what we'll do, we'll set the value that coming from the code to our first name. That's like this. I think we can copy here to save the time. We'll have first name, last name, and gender. Okay, let's say last name, new last name, last name, and the new last name. So here will be gender, new one here, and underscore gender. That's great. Oh, but it's int here. Okay, don't forget that. So as I mentioned to you at the beginning, we'll have two methods. One, he will map our data to JSON, and the second one to convert them to let's say to object. So let's start with the first one. So I will receive a string, and it will be dynamic. okay, I'll call it to map. So I need to map this one to JSON. Okay, so first thing is we need to create var map equal map, let's say, where are you, set ring and dynamic. Okay, so in this map it will create our JSON. Don't know, maybe better to use this. Sorry, what, I have too many keyboards. So English one, I need to use United States. So I want to put here first name. Be careful with the naming here. If you have any mistakes here, you will crash all your code and you don't know what's the issue here. This is my first name and map. I wanna do the, my god, last name. By the way, there is more than one way to do these things. So there is this, what I want to call it the manual way, or the what we have right now. So you can do it straight away. You can encode it, but not always working that one. I will show you that because we'll use it too. And there is one more way to generate everything. Let's suppose you have here too many big number of the fields here on your database to write them here. So you don't need to write them. You write them just once. After that, all these things, the two methods, from or to JSON, they will generate it automatically. I don't know, maybe if you will have time in future, I will try to show you how to do that one. I think it's not that hard or that big issue. It's back to you. You can use which one you like. Just when you write these things, just to understand it more and better, to see what's happening exactly in the code. Okay, we write the gender. So here we have the ID. ID could be null. So if not null my ID, I'll create this map, add it to my mapping. Null, I don't want you. Underscore ID. That's great. So at end of this one, I need to return my map. I think it's clear now. So we are receiving the data, and we convert them to, or map this data to be JSON and send it after we can send it to our API as a JSON data. So last one, it will be student. That I will call it from object. So this one I will receive one object. I will it will be dynamic object. Let's call it O. So this dot underscore ID equal O, or my object. So what I will get from this object, when this object came from the API, or when they send the list, so this method will convert it from JSON to object. So give me the ID without underscore, just give me the ID, because it came like this. Give me the ID and put it in this variable here that we declare in the top. So the second one will be dot to be the first name, same exactly, will be O. Copy this one, put it here, give me this one. I need one more for the last name and for the gender. So last name gender. I think it's clear, and it's back to you. As I told you, you can generate them. You can generate them, or you can write them by yourself. I'm writing just to show you what this exactly. So this video, it's 25 minutes. I think it will be too boring to write more in this video. I think I will stop here, and in the next video we'll go to, maybe we'll do the UIs, and we'll start to maybe write the UI. After that we write the API. So this video nearly 26 minutes. I think we should stop here. See you in the next video. Bye bye.